Alright, so this is the 6.7 inch Kozak quad rail. It's going to go onto my AR for a bit of a test. So it's nicely labelled. So you've got top, right, left and bottom. So it tells you which way the rail is meant to be orientated with the gun, like that. Feels nice and solid, nice and sturdy, no flex in the rail, and it splits into two, so it fixes by 4 of these little screws down here, hexagonal, and the adjustment tool is right here. So we'll give a crack at putting that on the AR and see how easy it is to install, and see how she looks on the rig. Okay guys, well that was nice and easy to install, so probably the hardest part about installing that was getting the dirty old plastic handguard that my AR came with off. So they sell an AR tool that you can chuck over a hook into the mag well and pry this retaining ring down here down. Otherwise it's a two-person job, so yep, labour's cheaper than product, and I got a bit of help from my lovely wife, and we pried this out. Then it was just a case of lining this up with the gas tube, and the actual shape of the quad rail fit nicely into the retaining ring, and then enabled us to just push it down, and it just sits nicely over the top up here, and then 4 screws, and that is rock solid. I'll show you. There's no play in it. It's rock solid on there. So yeah, it's a definite upgrade on the standard handguard that came with my AR, and for 65 bucks, yeah, that's a good upgrade. We'll go through now, and I'll show you some of the accessories that can go onto the quad rail. Some of them are available quite cheaply through Kozak. That's pretty much the point of getting a quad rail, is making your handrail a more tactical mounting point. So, I mean, they look cool, let's be fair. They do look cool. My gun looks a lot nicer now, as far as I'm concerned. It's actually sort of sturdier to grip than the plastic, the surface of the plastic slippy handguard, and I've found it's nicer to rest when just shooting without a bipod. It's nicer to rest on your bag or on a fence post. So yeah, I'm happy with it as a nice cheap upgrade. So just want to show you how nice and cleanly and flush this actually fits onto the existing components on the carbine AR. It is nice and sturdily attached there. So one of the real benefits of having a quad rail on your shooting system is just the ability to attach as many accessories as you see fit, and wherever you need them. These are a couple of the options that are available through the My Outdoors online website, run by Kozak. A couple of the quick detach options here, so a quick detach sling stud swivel attachment, and a quick detach torch attachment, obviously torch not included. This is just one I've popped in here, but the idea behind these being flick that, real easy to get on, close it off, and it's on and off your rig quite quickly. And I'll demonstrate that shortly with each of the accessories. This is the torch attachment, so we just decide whereabouts on our rail we want that. We'll just make that nice and central, hook over and align the pin, and that quick detaches on. That's nice and sturdy, it's not going to go anywhere. And so we're out in the field, we don't want to be waving our gun around in every direction that we need light. Occasionally it's quite good to be able to just flick that, pull your torch off, and have light where you want it quickly. So that's quite a handy little accessory there. The other quick detach accessory is the one for the sling swivel stud. Okay, so I've made that one a little more firm, as we don't want that going anywhere while we're shooting. You need a nice sturdy platform. Okay, it's solidly on there. You now have yourself a quick detach bipod, where at the flick of a switch your entire bipod can come on and come off really quickly, which is a lot less fiddly than fluffing around with the getting these things off, unscrewing this, making sure it's secure. So yeah, it's blooming handy. Well, I've spent the last couple of weeks giving this quad rail and the quick detach accessories a good test. It's come through really well. I can't see any marking on the finishing, despite accessories going on and off, and quite a few hundred rounds going through there in the last couple of weeks. Still rock solid in place, not loosening at all. I haven't used any Loctite on that. I'm sure if later on down the line it looks like it's going to develop any issues with that, some blue Loctite would sort that straight out. So, but it's not been required at this stage. Finish is still looking good, you know, good couple of weeks out in the field. So yeah, I, for the life of me, can't think what benefit there would be in spending a couple of $100 on a quad rail like this when you can pick one up for a heck of a lot less, that'll still do the same job. Fits perfectly, rock solid, good finish, well labelled. So yeah, gets a thumbs up from the Budgetgunnut, and yeah, I'll probably keep an eye on how the finish is holding up over you know, 6 months to a year. But yeah, I would expect that if that was going to be an issue, it would have raised its head to a small degree by this stage, which it hasn't. So if there's any issues that I find with it out of prolonged use, I will be sure to post them in the comments of the video. So if you're watching this quite a way down the line and you see no comments to that effect, it'll be because it's still holding up quite nicely. So yeah, so that's it from me on the quad rail today and the quick detach accessories, guys. If the video's been useful to you, please do hit like and subscribe to the channel. There's a couple of other good reviews coming up that'll be useful to most Kiwis. Some really good Gecko 223 ammunition, really good quality and a great price, and an out of the box possum and rabbit hunting gun at 22 that's available from Gun City. So both of those reviews should be finished up shortly, and yeah, keep an eye on the channel. Thanks for watching, guys. Good shooting, tight grips.
How you like